in a world that has so much to offer, we're going to give a voice to those who you may not be familiar with. Check it out, everybody. Giddy up. Welcome, everyone. This is the Your Little Castle Show. Carter Grethridge, Cardinal Cowboy here. I get to, as a cowboy, we get to enjoy all different types of cultures and backgrounds and just the diversity that is true of our country and around the world. And the United States does a great job of helping those communities. There are some leaders in those communities who come around to help their particular part of the world. And today we have a guest who is representing, come to explain to us a little bit about the Bantu, the Bantu Global Alliance, the Bantu tribes, the Bantu groups,
yes,
out of, is it in Africa?
In Africa, yeah. They all over the world, but mostly they're in different parts in Africa, but they're all over the United States, Europe, and all over the place.
Yeah, and like many organizations, they do great work, and they've got people that need support, and so. Our guest here again has Nasir Abdalla has brought it to our attention a unique organization he started here, right here in St. Louis, Missouri, to help the Bantu and those people in that culture. Yes. So with that, we'll give a shout out. We've got our sponsors here, Carroll House Furniture, because you like nice things in your little castle that probably has some unique diversity in it. And maybe you have a little bit of the Bantu culture involved there. If not, here's your opportunity to learn about that. With that, let's put up on the TV walls. We had your website here. We're going to put, you have a fan page too, and can share with everyone a little bit of the information. So, again, unique adversity we get to offer in our little studio here very often. But Nasir, thank you for coming and joining us in our studio.
Thank you for having me. My name is Nasir Abdalla. I'm the founder of Bantu Global Alliance, and right now as the executive director. We started this organization because we saw the need that our community needs, and there was no one to step up to address these issues that our community is having. They're a minority group. That's been marginalized in history over decades. And the issues that they're having isn't being addressed. So we're here to address those issues and offer the services that they need.
Yeah, like many organizations, many cultures, my culture came over from Europe 200 years ago, and they gave support there. And likewise, we'd like to support other organizations and cultures in our country here, because we do offer quite a bit to help the planet and given a system that has proved to be very effective to do so. You were born into this, and you were born in Kenya, is that right?
Yes.
You were born in Kenya, and then at one point did you migrate to the United States?
I came to the United States in 2004. I was around 10 years old when my family moved here. We moved here, not in the best neighborhood, but because from where we were coming from, that neighborhood still looked better from what I've left behind. So that was a struggle when we came here. We moved around a lot because my family wanted the best neighborhood, safety, and education for us. So we moved around a lot, and we even went to Cape Girardeau. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
I'm familiar with Cape Girardeau, the Cape, yeah.
Yes.
Southeast Missouri.
Yes, we went there looking for a bigger space, and my parents didn't make much at the time, so they were looking for some cheaper and bigger. So they offered us, I don't know if you're familiar with the Section 8 program.
I've heard of it, yeah.
Yeah, so they offered us one in Jefferson City, so that's why we moved all the way out there for a year, and then we moved back to St. Louis.
Okay, so yeah, you guys have come to America like most people. We are a nation of immigrants.
Yes.
And just trying to better your life and your family and your future, your culture. What is it that led you? You came back to St. Louis, and what about that journey led you to believe that America would be a better solution, better resource for you guys?
Back home, America is like the dream place everybody wants to go. there's a lot of opportunities here. That's what they say back home also. And once you come here, you see that there's a lot of opportunities here, which we are grateful for. And we had a uncle that came here before us, and we saw the little support that he was giving back home to my mother, because I was his sister, and that just drove us to want to come here more, because we saw that because my parents, they wanted to work, they wanted to better their kids' life, because they know what they've been through. They don't have the education, the background that they come from. They wanted to just better us, and we want to do the same for other individuals right now, for the community.
Tell me a little bit about the process. As a matter of, was it just you just got on a ship, or did you go to refugee camps, or what was the process to get over here to the United States?
So we've been, they moved us around from different refugee camps. I was born in a refugee camp called Marafa. It's within Kenya. But we settled in a place called Kakuma. It's a refugee camp within Kenya also. It's called Turkana, Kakuma Turkana, because that's the majority group that's known in that area. We stayed there for I think 8 years. I think we stayed there, and then while we were there, we were waiting for the UNHCR, United Nations, to do investigations, paperwork, and all of that. Not everyone gets the opportunity to come here. But they have to go through certain steps to be able to be eligible to even come here. So within those 8 years, we finally got the opportunity, and they asked us, where do you guys want to go? We didn't know anywhere else in the U.S. Out of all the states, my mom had her brother here, so we said, let's pick St. Louis, and that's why we landed here.
So your uncle, your mother's brother,
yes,
had made it to St. Louis.
Yes.
And had some reference here, and had some success here, and found it was a nice place to live, and so passed that on to you. And then, yes, what did he say about St. Louis that was most intriguing?
He wasn't here for that long. He was, I think, like 2 years before us, 2-3 years before us, and he saw how helpful individuals were, in particular the International Institute, that they helped him resettle, gave him the little resources that they have available, and I think he thought that would be great for us, instead of moving to somewhere else, not knowing anyone and having to figure things out while he was here, and he can help us with little things like he had a card to take us to shopping and those things.
Yeah, so I mean, again, St. Louis on the map. Many people ended up here. My family also traveled to St. Louis and around the Midwest, because it was get away from the East Coast, yeah, a little bit, and all the excitement that goes on there. Yeah. But some great resources that we have here. How long has this organization you've been running been around now? You said
yes, I've been around for over 9 years.
You've been around for 9 years.
Yes,
helping the community. And this organization, Bantu Global Alliance, how long has it been around?
This has been around since June of this year. Prior to that, there's a Somali Bantu Community and Association of St. Louis that was active. I participated in that, volunteering, helping out the community. Our thing for here was getting our youth to stay away from drugs and other things that lead them the wrong way. So I had the opportunity to. I was when a good soccer player. I'm okay right now because I'm a little older.
Got to practice, right?
You got to practice.
Right.
So,
but in 2025, this is when we were filming this.
Yeah.
So June of 2025.
Yes.
And then you've been launching and hope to grow it greatly in 2026.
Yes. We have a lot of big plans for 2026 and moving forward. And the goal is to be able to get our word out to people that don't know about the Bantu community. Ask us questions if they have any questions, because not everyone knows about this Bantu community, because we're told. I mean, people just assume that we're Somali because that's what's been out there. And they've been telling people that we're part of the Somali tribes, but we're a different category of the Somalis. We're called Somali Bantu. And we're not just in Somalia, we're in Kenya. There's Kenyan Bantu, like me, I'm a Kenyan Bantu. My parents were Somali Bantu, and so forth. There's Tanzanian Bantu, there's Mozambique Bantus. We're all over the world. And most of the Bantus right now are in the US, in different states. And those people don't know, that never traveled back home. They don't know anything about the situations that goes on back home. They just aware of what's going on within the states, and we want to inform them about our history, what we've been through, and what changes we want to make. And so we want St. Louis to be like a hub, central hub for the Bantus to come, where their history is preserved, where they can come ask questions or get resources that they need. And just to help them out, so because right now they don't have a one point of contact if there were any issues or if they need any assistance with any resources. They don't have a point of contact office that they can contact. So we'll be sitting as the central hub for them.
And you guys bring a lot of resources to the culture as well. You own your own business. You have a restaurant.
Yes.
That is doing well and provides for your family.
Yes.
And so you wanted to allow others from your country, from your community, from your culture to come here and experience that and also contribute here as you have to help our country as well.
Yeah, of course. St. Louis has a lot of opportunities that it has provided me and everyone here. If you put your mind into it, you can get to wherever you want to get to. And St. Louis is a really good place. I've traveled in the whole most of the places in the U.S. and I haven't seen anywhere that's like St. Louis to have a family and raise a family and improve your future goals other than St. Louis.
Yeah, there's a lot that St. Louis has to offer because it's a lower cost of living. The housing here is not as expensive to own a house or to rent, and there's so many resources that people just don't realize. We have parts of our community, like everyone does, where it's a little more difficult, but as a whole, there's just so many resources. It's an incredible city, and again, with the overall cost versus what some of the other cities cost to live in, you can really get ahead here much more quickly.
Yes, you can.
Kind of some of the benefits you've learned about and why you want to base your group
yes,
here.
Yes, because we saw those opportunities, and like right now, our major place that our community lives is in Ohio and Kentucky, in those regions, in those states that they live in right now, because I would say they want to get to a place where everyone they're able to reach out to everyone and get the assistance they need, because they don't have their voices heard. Like a lot of people that were in St. Louis that moved out because they didn't have no one to speak out, like in government offices, search for resources for them, whether it's schooling, low income, housings, those things that they didn't have no one to go to the mayor's office or the city to talk to them about the issues that this community is facing. So majority of them try to move away from the city. And the city, from the time I came until now, there's a big difference. The city has improved. They're building up, and I want the city to succeed. This is like my home right now, because I left where I was born to come to a better place and see what I'm able to help within the society that I live in. And St. Louis has really helped me come up and realize that there's a lot of opportunities here if you work hard. You work hard enough.
I like it. Yeah, hard work pays off. I'm someone who's learned from that myself.
Yeah.
What you lack in skill and ability, which I lack, if you're willing to put the work in, you can be successful. With that, we're going to share a little bit about some of the stuff we've done in our community here recently and how some of that might work together. Check it out.
All right, everybody, we're here with Coach Jay, Miss True Fresh, Miss and Bubbles Fresh, is that right? Tell me, Coach, what's going on here? Why are you having so much fun today?
So we're having so much fun today because we're celebrating Juneteenth. We have amazing talent out here. And of course, I have the Fresh to Clowns from St. Louis here as well.
Well, tell me, how much fun are you having here? What is this like for you?
I'm having a lot of fun, and this is really fun.
What are you getting to do? Because you're so dressed up. What's the most fun thing you're doing? Making people smile?
Yeah, and I got to dance, and I got to be in the parade.
You were in the parade. How big was the parade? Was that a lot of fun?
Yeah.
Thank you, Miss True Fresh. Miss Bubbles Fresh, are you having fun here today too?
Yes.
What do you enjoy about the parade and everything you're doing today?
I'm just enjoying the dancing, everyone, and all the good vibes and spirits everybody's bringing today.
What was it like getting dressed up in such cool outfits?
Super fun.
All right, you ladies are a lot of fun. Thank you, Coach Jay.
Thank you.
We're having a blast here today.
And if you want
His name is Carter Rethwich, but in St. Louis, he's known as the Cardinal Cowboy. He's a well-known fixture in the stands at sporting events in the Gateway City. He's one of its greatest cheerleaders, a super fan like no other. When he makes his rounds at almost every home game, he shares his love for sports with the rest of fandom with a smile, a cheer, some positive encouragement, and lots of selfies and pics. But the Cardinal Cowboy was born of a tragic incident. Rethwich was an aspiring athlete in high school and college. He dreamed of playing in the big leagues, but those dreams ended when he and 3 of his college friends were hit with a devastating crash by a 5-time drunk driver. One of his best friends died. Carter suffered a critical head injury. The trauma put him in a coma for 6 days. The doctors said he was never expected to function again. Those expectations never came true. He fought back and finished college. He was determined to prove the doctors wrong. Among other inspirations, it was his love of baseball that kept him going. And from his near-death experience, the Cardinal Cowboy emerged. His goal in life became to inspire others with positivity despite the odds, to help people believe in themselves and achieve their dreams.
So after my coma, I realized that it was up to me if I was going to accomplish my goals, if I was going to reach my dreams. Despite what the naysayers would say, the people that were discouraging me, like they do everyone, it's up to me if I'm going to make it. Don't listen to the naysayers. It's up to you. You decide whether you're going to succeed, whether you're going to reach your goals. Dream, and then always, always chase your dreams. Never give up. Giddy up. Hey, we're looking for the small business owners and leaders in our community to be on our show. This is the Your Little Castle Show. We air 3 times a week, every week on ABC, and we would like to put somebody you know, or maybe it's you, who's a business owner, to be on our show. You'll sit right here in our guest chair, right here, sitting here talking to us. We're going to put on the wall your website and everything about you, and highlight you as a leader. Fill out the form you see here on our website. It's bigleagues.com, and if you go to bigleagues.com, fill out this form. It takes just a couple seconds, and you can even schedule yourself right here. Schedule yourself to be on the show, and there is no charge for us to record you. There's no charge to be in the studio. Check it out if you would like to be on. Fill out the form again, bigleagues.com. This is where we can turn any interview into a series of clips. Check that out. Go to bigleagues.com. So there we go. Some of the fun we get to partake in our community as well. So technology has really changed the world these days. Magnetize your media. My buddy Willie got a hold of me over the weekend. He's got a couple number one hits, ranking on the billboards. This is a number 1 seller on Amazon. Yours truly wrote the introduction, the foreword here. And they said, Carter, since you wrote the first chapter, I said, yeah, that's kind of how I roll. I needed 500 words. I ended up writing them, I think it was 1,800. But this book really kind of gives some insight with that. Tell me, though, Nasir, what is it that you think that you and I were just talking a little bit about, that you were excited to see an outlet like my show here, Your Little Castle Show, that allows people to engage in the community and share their story a little bit. And you found out about it through social media.
Social media, yes.
How does technology and how is social media and websites? You've got both doing a good job to promote yourselves. How has that helped you to get the word out for what you're doing?
I mean, social media is it's the way right now. It's like word of mouth. It's not gonna get to where social media gets to, because social media, as soon as you post something, it's reaching millions of people at once. So that helps us get our word out more. It helps us with people. If people see you on social media, they are more likely to reach out if they have questions and things. If you have your information available on there, that's how I was able to reach you, because of social media,
right?
Which is good. And as I said, not many people know about the services you provide and the communities you help out. So being on there is really helpful for individuals like us and others.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, and our goal is to highlight those leaders in the community that are making a difference, like yourself, taking the time, taking the effort to put together an organization that's really helping a group that is in need. Tell me, though, what are some of the services that you offer? What are you trying to help bring attention to? Is to help people get housing, to get education, to get food, transportation? Are those all things?
Okay. So our organization is a global network. So while right now, since we're based in Missouri, we reach out to the local organization that is within the state. That are helping these individuals that we're targeting, and we partner up with them. Some of them don't have contact within their local government, so we try to be that middleman that goes to the government and get their information out there and see what resources we can get from government to help the community out. We'll be doing that throughout the year, like going to each state and contacting the local government where we're able to address the local issues and go to then go to national, like other countries, and trying to do the same thing where we're the main contact point, where if an individual has an issue or I mean, not an individual, the community have an issue about certain things, we're able to advocate for them in the government eye.
Yeah, if you see here, you guys have a great looking website. I'm going to put this up on the wall for everybody here for the services tab. So I'll make this available. Our services here, and so essentially, advocacy and representation, education, leadership development, and cultural preservation, along with community engagement, economic opportunity and building, and justice work. So there's a lot that goes into an organization, and so much that humans need.
Yes.
That you're helping people to find the resources and gain some benefits, so that we all benefit from that, right? Once, as you help others, then they can be more resourceful and to help give back as well. So pretty exciting with what you're building there and what you're working on to help make the world a little bit better. And if everybody did that, boy, would our whole world be quite a bit better, right?
Yes, it would.
Tell me the process, though, for someone if they would like to donate. Is it just as simple as going to the website? Is that right?
Yes. We have a donation link on there you can go to and donate. Anything that we get is going back to the community, whether it's here, people that are in need here, or back home in Kenya, Somalia, Tanzania, wherever there's individuals that need help in, that's where we try to help them out with.
Yeah, like anything, it takes resources to put together the things that are going to help make a difference on our planet. So if you would like to donate, check that out. You can see there on the website. We'll put that up on the screen for everybody. But if you just go to BantuGlobalAlliance.org, and if you have questions, you can call her 314-671-0314.
Yes,
and somebody in your organization. How many people do you have working with your organization now? How big is your organization?
Currently, we have volunteers that are helping out. It's around 36 individuals that we have.
Nice.
Currently. We're focused on this summer and what we can provide to the youths, sports, educational. We have someone within the community that wrote a book about our our Bantu community, the experiences that they had until they came to the U.S. So we have that event coming up in February, and I would really like for people to come out to see the history of this group.
Yeah, and you've got a lot of information also available. I'll put up on the wall. This is your Facebook page, and that's where people can get more current updates.
Yes.
And some of the excitement you get to partake in, some of the organizations you're working with. And soccer is a very popular sport.
Yes, it is.
From where you're from originally, is that true?
Yes, it is.
And you're a soccer player yourself?
I'm a soccer player myself. Not as I was before, because right now I'm focused on this and the youth that are coming out because I'm a little older right now. I still try to play like on Sunday leagues in downtown, and I want our youth, like our 5-year-old to 17-year-old, to be able to keep them focused instead of going to other things, whether it's drugs, and keep them away from those things and have them focus in like sports and after-school programs and summer programs. We recently got a partnership with SLU that's willing to help us out, reach the youth and provide resources to help the youth out.
St. Louis University.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where I went to undergrad. Okay.
That's great. That's great.
They helped me too.
Yeah.
Well, it's a great organization and a lot of good help that you're providing to the community. And there's just everyone needs to connect with somebody. And the fact that you've chosen St. Louis is exciting to me because we do offer so much to help so many people. What is it that gives you the most satisfaction from your work and what you get to do? What do you enjoy most about what you're doing to help?
Right now, since we started this, I've heard a lot of people within our community that come and say, we're really glad that you're doing this because we didn't have anyone to represent us. And that brings me a little joy to see that is a lot of people that were just quiet, that were silent, and weren't able to do anything for their community. And now that they see that we are trying to help them out, and the excitement that they get, they give in receiving the services that we're providing.
Well, you're doing a great job, and I'd love to see leaders in the community stepping up to do so because it's a lot of work already to run a business.
It is.
And your restaurant is open seven days?
It's open 7 days a week.
Where's your restaurant located? You can mention the name of your restaurant.
It's called Darba Somalian Restaurant. It's located on 2219 Gravois in St. Louis. Next month we're planning on doing a renovation. So we'll be temporarily closed, but then we will reopen back up, and you can come out and see the place.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Leaders in our community going out of their way to make a difference. Nasir doing a great job. If you like his organization or you'd like to contribute, check it out. Go out to, I took it off the screen there. Go to BantuGlobalAlliance.org and help out. We'll be back. Stay tuned. Giddy up.